What's up, Ultra Buddies? Durian here, doing a Galaxy Cup recap. So these are all of the matches we recorded from the Galaxy Cup. This is round one. I will be fighting against Gankun, and I am playing Ultraman Zero, a mono deck. So let's just get right into the action. I am starting off lead here, and my hand is a little bit shaky. I do have a draw, so we're obviously going to play that, try to get something good, see what we can get going. Think about it a little bit, planning my turn for the next turn. And Gankun starts off with that level 1 Blazer. This is actually a nice sign for me because I know that means that on turn 3 he's not going to be able to build up to a level 3 Zeparion Beam to swoop lead unless he goes really hard in lane 2 with a 1-2 Tiga double. So pretty happy to see that, I think. And I have this scene here. I actually had this scene in my hand the first round. I just forgot that it's a round 0 scene and that I was lead player. So a little bit of oopsie poopsie there. Going for a level up here. Planning to do a double level up. I have a speed type and a power type, I think. And we're going to go for a draw and then an aggressive lane 2. That is our plan. And then we'll see how Gankun responds. Really trying to draw cards because my hand at that point I think only has a power type level 3, which is not a card you normally see in these decks, but it's been working pretty well for me. I feel like it helps the consistency out a lot. So there you go. Gankun goes with only the level 2 Tiga in lane 2 for a return 2 draw. So I get my card. I'm still pretty much going to be able to stay in the lead. And Gankun's going digging for Scarred. No Scarred from Gankun. Always happy to see that on the other side. And you can kind of see my hands, my elbows, my hands on my face, basically like, all right, what are we going to do here? What do I need to draw to get out of this? Because it's looking a little shaky for me. Turn 3, the big turn. Gotta see what we can do. So right now I'm thinking basically, do I need to try to go all in here? Do I need to wait one turn, maybe try to draw into a little bit of a better hand, or what should I really do? I think because things like Zeparion Beam can come in and whatnot, I think I should really try to play the aggressive. And one other decision I'm making here is I have the power type in my hand and I have a speed type. So my power type is 7,000 and the speed type is the one that gives power type in plus 1,000. So I'm thinking if he has a power type in lane 2, it's going to be 17,000. And I don't expect a Blazer to come out, and sometimes the Blazer is 16. So I'm going to put the speed type in lane 1 and the power type in lane 2 so that I can kind of cover for 17,000 power types from Tiga, and I kind of expect the Blazer to be a 16,000. If I swap them and I have a 16,000 in lane 2, then Gankun can use a power type at a 17,000 and BP boost it to start beat that lane later in the game in case the turns continue to go on. And Gankun thinks about it for a bit and eventually makes his move. Thinking. He's planning out his next turns. He ultimately decides not to level up, which I'm like, oh snap, I got the win, except it's a freaking Zeton. So that kind of stuffs me completely. So now I'm like kind of feeling, okay, this might be GG's. So I'll talk about so he's got lead, he gets the Scarred, and it's going to be really, really rough for me here. I'm like, it's a freaking Zeton, dude. So I'll talk about the power type, the Zero Beyond power type right now. So I wanted a power type in the deck that was just, it's basically vanilla. The effect only works on Jeeds, but it's in there because I wanted a power type to be able to stick on the field if I was stalling for a turn that can help me draw cards with a level 2, and also just stick around and be a target for the Ultraman Zero triple rare from BPO 5. And I really don't have much level up options here, so I'm going for what I can hope will do the best here. And Gankun's got the works. Ultraman Blazer level up. It is not a 16,000. Is going to beat me in lane 1. He has a power type for boosting in lane 2, kind of like what I expected. So he can't beat over that 0 Beyond. Zeton is obviously winning. But in the last lane, I have a 1, 2, 0. I know the glare is getting hard to see. It's a 11,000, and versus basic type, it gets plus 1,000. So it's a 12,000. So Gankun's going to decrease the power type, increase the basic type, and give itself plus 1,000 for a 13 for 3 wins. Oh, I think I had a shaky hand, but it could have worked out. Maybe I could have kept the lead, kept him off the Blazar if it wasn't for that pesky 0 Zeton card. The promo Zeton is everywhere right now, I think. Omega is such a strong deck. You kind of got to have the promo Zeton. And if you're not playing Omega, you'd like to try to fit them in your deck. And so it's pretty risky to run a mono deck that is weak to promo Zeton that isn't like Omega, because Omega can just like kind of donk around it sometimes. I'll try to skip our shuffling a little bit. I don't have a lot to say. Really, this matchup comes down to the Scarred almost. Like you saw once the Scarred came online, it was kind of like curtains for me. Zero is a very one-shot oriented deck. Like try to play all your strong effects in one turn and see what we can do. So I'm going to go lead again because I have those round 0 scenes, and I really would like to play them if possible. It really helps to have those round 0 scenes, boosting your level 2s up to like 13,000 and 14,000. It can let you get away with some sneaky setups. And we'll see what's going on here. Level 1, this is not what you want to see from me. I'm not happy with how this flip turns. A power type 5,000 and a searcher from Gankun. So now I'm trying to get some information about Gankun's hand based on what he picks, just because my hand is not good again. It's a bunch of level 2s, and I have that power type again. I don't have any of the triple R's I want to see. So I see Blazer come out. So that means he needs to play Blazer eventually, and I'm expecting it either this turn or next turn. But that doesn't stop me. I cannot give him a chance, because he's next player. I cannot give him a chance to level up a double and get a free win on a free lane win on me, basically, and get Scarred out. So we're going for the same play as last time with a little bit of different cards, and so we'll see how Gankun responds here. We do know, okay, so a double level up in response as well. The 12,000 Tiga. Unfortunately, I don't have the same speed type as last time. This one is only an 11,000. It's not going to get anything versus my opponent's basic type. So not only does Gankun get the 12,000 double to win lead, he also scene searches into the Scarred, and I get to draw my one card off the power type, strong Corona 0. But now that he's got Scarred out, it's going to be really, really tough for me to deal with this game. This matchup actually made me think I need to swap my ratios a little bit between those level 2s, because those level 2s are in there to deal with Omega. They go up to 13,000 with an armed boost, so then they can tie the Meteor Kaiju doubles. But if fighting off lead versus Tiga is going to be so important for how this matchup turns out, I'm going to need more of like the cards that are good against Tiga, and I can't be letting Gankun get away with these 12k sniping the leads for me all the time. So he's going for a double level up and a single there. I'm trying to survive. We're in survival mode right now. I only have one level 3 in my hand, so where's it got to go? I'm deciding. If it swaps, no matter where I put it on a triple, it's going to kill me, because you can Zeparion swap to beat it, and I don't have any other oomph. If it's not, then I should be able to live, but I don't want to risk it. So I'll play it in lane 1. This means if he swaps lane 1 around, it'll lose no matter where it goes, because I know he didn't level it up. So that's the purpose of that swap. And so Gankun just swaps to take lead. He doesn't want me to play any scenes to get rid of Scarred, which makes sense. So spoiler alert for the deck profile, there are no round 2 scenes in this deck. So I don't actually have the ability to get rid of Scarred, which maybe could be a detriment, but what I found in doing some testing is in some of these matchups like Tiga and Omega, if you lose lead, it's very, very hard to get it back, which means being able to replace the scene is not that viable of a strategy. Anyway, Gankun's doing his Scar. He's getting a Glitter Tiga. He's going to be swapping around, getting that power type back into his hand, and swapping into setting up strong for next turn. We'll see what he goes for. Zeparion Beam, maybe. But then he goes for a bit of a different option. Starter deck Tiga. This play right here basically closes the curtains for me, because being able to discard a card to do a BP grade down means unless I have a really sick setup with the Ultraman Zero, Ultimate Zero triple rare, which can do BP grade ups, that BP grade down on lane 1 is basically just, I lose that lane for sure. He's got lane 2 on me, or sorry, lane 3 on me, and even if he doesn't win lane 4, then we're going to go to the next turn. He's going to just be a little bit too far. He's kind of blocked off too many options, and I also only have level 2s, and that's the game. We already know it. I lose level lane 3. He doesn't even need discard to get it. Oof, some rough losses to the Tiga Blazar right there. I mean, first game, the Zeton kind of stuffed me out. I think if he had a bit of a weaker play here, I could have done it, because I have I set up an 18,000 in lane 2, so even if he power types, I can beat that up. And then in lane 1, hopefully he just doesn't have a double. If he has any sort of double, he can kind of beat that. So an unlikely winning play here, but I thought it was like the best I could do to try to stay alive and play aggressively. And then of course this game, there's really not much we can do. We're just hoping to survive, and we don't draw into anything that'll help us get there. So a quick game. So unfortunately losing round 1 to Gankun, but you know what? I'd rather lose to Gankun than anyone else. So I'll see you in round 2 for the round 2 of the Galaxy Cup with Mono Zero.